Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. Today we're going to be playing with Imperial Recruiter, so let's see what kind of cards that we can get with this. First contestant, can you get Lord of Extinction? For the purposes of all of these questions, we'll assume that each player has 5 creature cards in their graveyard. So what do you think? Can you get it or not? The answer to this is that it's not possible to get Lord of Extinction with Imperial Recruiter in this case. The reason is because Lord of Extinction has what's called a characteristic defining ability. These are a special class of abilities that define text that would otherwise be put somewhere else on the card. For example, its color, or its types, or, you guessed it, its power and toughness. Because Lord of Extinction has a characteristic defining ability that defines its power and toughness, it applies everywhere. On the battlefield, in exile, and yes, even in your library. As a result of this, Imperial Recruiter will see that Lord of Extinction's power is too great for it to get, and you will not be able to find it. Okay, next contestant. White of Precinct 6. Can you get that with Imperial Recruiter? So, the answer to this is you can get White of Precinct 6 A-OK. White does not have a characteristic defining ability. You can tell because it's not defining the characteristics, it's only modifying them. Because it doesn't set the power and toughness to a specific value, that means it's not counted as a characteristic defining ability, and it's a normal ability that only functions while white is on the battlefield. Accordingly, when Imperial Recruiter is looking through your library, it'll see that its power is only 1, so you'll be able to get it just fine. Final contestant. Can you get Sewer Nemesis? Okay, so this one is really interesting. Sewer Nemesis does indeed have a characteristic defining ability. However, there's a little bit of an extra complication. You see, even though this ability will apply while it's in your library, there won't be a player that was chosen with its other ability. And as a result of that, since there was no defined value for which player you should be looking at, the game will default its power and toughness to 0-0. In this case, it happens to be that whichever player gets chosen, the answer will be the same, but that doesn't matter here. Because the game needs access to a piece of information that is not defined, the game will automatically set the power and toughness to 0-0 instead of trying to figure out what it should be or what it might be. And so that's all the examples that I have for you today. How did you do? Join me again tomorrow for another daily ruling, but until then, I hope you have a great day.